Peggy.
What's happening, bud?
It's day 3, man.
Yes, sirski.
Who we got today, Peg?
Man, we got a special guest. We got a real special guest.
Yes, sir.
HBCU grad.
No, he ain't.
Bro, the biggest personality on TV.
Not the biggest, Peggy.
And Mr. First Take himself, Stephen A. Smith. How you doing, brother?
What's going on, y'all? What's up, babe? What's up, big boy? How you doing, man?
Ooh, I couldn't wait.
Yeah, that's right. Neither could I. I'm here. I'm here.
You know, hey, listen, like I just gave you that analogy.
Yeah.
You know, you mainstream.
Okay.
A good mainstream. You know what I'm saying? You done got it to that point. I mean, I seen your evolution keep evolving to the test of time. But you Madison Square Garden.
Always.
I got to bring you to the Rucker.
Okay.
You know what I'm
I mean,
saying? Like
I think I'm both, but you know, I think I'm both.
You see my analogy.
I got you.
You know, I'm gutter with it. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have fun, real good content. And I would say to you, Mr. Steven, you're a definite game changer in this space.
Appreciate that, man. Coming from you. Yeah.
No, like for real, because being a strong black man, being able to defy all odds and bring value to a network that if you remove him, you can't replace him.
Yeah, that's fact.
That type of impact.
Right.
Come on now.
I mean, to me, you're supposed to be making an impact, especially in the world of sports. I mean, think about this for a second here. We sit on a perch, we sit in a chair where we get to hold people like yourself and others accountable for something we never did.
Yes, sir.
We were never good enough to do. But we're sitting in a chair and we're casting judgment on you based off of what you do. And so for me, what I try to do in terms of being that game changer is being somebody. It's not just about the flavor, and it's not just about it being tinged with the level of substance that I need to have, but the perspective that you can bring to an athlete and stand before him when the cameras are off, when the microphones ain't around, and you sit there and you talk to them man to man, and you like, this is how I came to this conclusion.
Yes.
Here is why.
Yes.
And I think that a lot of times when you have a lot of people in our line of work, the absence of respect that we garner is because that last part is missing. So you want to talk, but you don't want to go to the game.
Yeah.
You want to talk, but you don't want to go in the locker room. You want to talk, but when that brother want to come up to you and approach you man to man, face to face, you don't want that smoke.
Yeah.
Well, you're supposed to want that smoke because you're giving it.
Yes, sir.
And if you're giving the smoke, you're supposed to be willing to stand up there in the heat of the smoke coming in your direction and either fend for yourself or be man enough to say you got a point.
Yeah.
I see where you coming from. My bad,
Yeah.
and then correct it. And so that's what I've always tried to do. And the thing about it for me, I've never been shy about saying what I feel, particularly when I'm talking to athletes, because the intel that I get comes from them.
Yes, sir.
I'm not one of those guys that I'm reading something, I'm watching something, and I think I know. No. I was the dude in the locker room talking to you face to face and getting the intel and getting the perspective. So when they would come to me, I'd be like, you don't remember what you said to me 2 months ago?
Yeah.
You don't remember what you said to me 6 months ago? You don't remember what your teammate said? You don't remember what your coach said?
Right.
I ain't make it up.
Right.
And when you have that kind of conversation and they see that's the perspective that it comes from, I think it warrants a level of respect because they know there's true dialogue.
But how do you fight this balance, though, Stephen
Sure.
A? For years, right, there's been a stigma where you compare different versus a certain dynamic.
Okay.
You know, like when you are grandfathered in, when you are believed to be one of us, right? It's almost like that could be in some ways like, bro, I thought Stephen A was my guy.
Right.
How can he turn on me?
Right.
You know, and I see a dynamic with a lot of players, and they will remain nameless. But for you knowing that, it's like, yo, you will judge Cam this way, but you won't judge A-Rod.
Well, I will say this to you. I take each and every situation into consideration, and not only that, I judge you according to history and according to what the expectation was for you coming into a situation. But I want to go a bit deeper because I think it's important to go a bit deeper with what you're alluding to right now. If I sit up there and I'm talking to you, like you said, you got people ahead. Listen, I'm Stephen A. I know there's a lot of cats out there that can't stand my ass.
Right.
They might hate me. And when I give a damn, I will let you know, because I don't. And here's the reason I don't care. And here's the reason I don't care. Because I swear to you on my soul, I know I'm fair. I know I'm human. I know I'm not getting personal.
Right.
And I know that what I do, I can look you in your face and tell you why. We got brothers, we got sisters, we got family members, we got loved ones. You trying to tell me you never look somebody in the face and go like this? You messed up, man.
Yeah.
Here's why you messed up.
Yeah.
Now, how do we fix it?
Yeah.
They're getting mad at me for saying you messed up.
It's too much emotions.
And they're not thinking about the fact that I'm the same dude there that's going like this. Now that I told you what you did wrong, let's talk about how to make it right, because I'm going to help you do it.
For sure.
So it's like, in the course of doing my job, I have to be objective in what I disseminate about the facts that everyone is aware of.
For sure.
But beyond that, I'm your brother.
Yeah.
So I might see Cam and I might be there, yo, Cam. And the world thinks it's stupid, and it might have been obvious that something was stupid. But that's your actions, not you.
Yeah.
That's that particular act. That was stupid. That was wrong. I have to say that. But there's so much more to you than that, and I'm here to help.
Right.
So what can we do to help you? If you're one of those brothers that you all caught up in your emotions, and you don't give me the opportunity to help you make it better, then that means you were looking for an excuse to hate anyway.
For sure.
Go live with yourself.
For sure.
Because I'm not going to do that, because there's no, I'm telling you, I've been in this business for 30 years.
Soda flex.
I will challenge any athlete that I have ever covered in my 30-year career to say, Stephen A. wanted me to fail. Stephen A. was wishing for me to fail. Stephen A. was there hoping that I fell on my face and that, now don't get me wrong, you're a Cowboy. That's different. Because of them damn Cowboy fans. It's not because of the players, it's because of them damn fans. And if you're going against my Knicks, I'm going to be rooting against you.
For sure.
You're going against my Yankees, but that's all in fun. But on a serious level, I have never rooted against somebody, and there is no athlete that could ever come before you or anybody else and say, I reached out to Stephen A. and I wanted his help, and he rejected it. It has never happened. So if I know that about me, and you just want to hate on me, you got to live with that.
Let me ask you this, though, as we transition this thing. Give us the behind the scenes on how, or what was the notion given in place when you found out Shannon was available? And what was that conversation like? Because when I seen that happen.
Are you ready for this?
No, I'm like,
you ready for this?
I was like, it was only right.
Nobody's asked me that question.
Come on now.
I give you props for asking it. Shannon didn't even know he was unavailable before I did.
Hold on, say that one more time for the people in the back.
Shannon didn't even know he was unavailable before.
For the people
I
in the
did.
back.
But unavailable like what,
Let
though?
me express. If you remember, and I'm only answering the question because you asked.
Yes, sir.
If you remember, him and Skip got into
That-
it about the whole Brady thing,
That.
right? And Shannon has sort of lost it. Shannon and I knew each other, but we were never like title anything. We knew each other, had respect for each other. And he texted me one day and he was like, when everybody else don't know, I know. You've never spoken against me. You've always been a supporter of mine, and I want you to know I appreciate that. And then one day he called me because of how stressful life was where he was. And he knew that I knew Skip, and I knew all of that. And he was like, how can I handle this? How can I make this better? I said, you're a 3-time Super Bowl champion, you're a Hall of Famer. Make no mistake, we respect you. Don't give a damn what nobody say. Don't worry about that. And he was cool from that point forward. Then he fast forward, and then the whole thing with Damar Hamlin came back, right? And he was off the air that day. And then he came back on the air that day, and he was like trying to say something, and Skip wouldn't let him finish his monologue. And when I saw that, I called him. It's over. He's like, what? I said, you won't be back. I said, ain't no inside information. Nothing like that. I'm not betraying anybody's trust or nothing. I know that man. I don't give a damn what anybody says. I don't give a damn what
actions. You're not going on words. Can't nobody tell you nothing.
I know him.
Yes.
Just, I know him.
Yes.
So I like, there is no way on earth that happened and you'll be back. It will not happen. You understand? And I said, I want you to know when it happens, not if. I said, I got you. You ain't gonna do that. Why did I say that? In 2009, ESPN let me go. Contract dispute. And they wrote me off, bro. They said my career was over. And there wasn't a Stephen A. Smith. And when I say me, I'm not talking about
You're talking about us.
I'm not talking about the star. I'm not even talking about us. I'm the executive producer of First Take.
No.
Not just the host.
Say that again?
I'm the executive producer of the show.
I did not know that.
And
didn't
so
either.
because of it, over the last 2 years, 2 years ago, I was named the executive producer.
Subtle flex.
So the point is, there was nobody in that position in 2009, in that position as a brother to do it.
Us.
I said, I can't guarantee you what they're going to do because I don't get to make that call.
Yeah.
But I have some say. And I'm telling you, they're going to know I want you on this show. And I don't give a damn about your star power. I don't give a damn about you 3-time Super Bowl champion, your Hall of Fame, whatever.
Yeah.
Iron sharpens iron. I believe I'm the best at what I do.
For sure.
I'm not worried about competition, but more importantly, I don't view my teammates as competition. When I work with you, I'm trying to get you paid too. I want you to excel.
I can't say that.
Right.
It's a healthy competition.
Sure. That's
Because
what I mean.
I'll say this too. You on TV,
Right.
and when there was a Stephen A. and Skip,
Right.
that was entertainment, similar to Jerry Springer, similar to the Oprah. Like we looked at that, like okay, I'm ready.
That
Like
back to
ding,
back.
ding, ding.
Yep.
Yes.
Come out
Then-
swinging, yeah.
Yes.
Skip and Shannon had that run, right?
Not like us, but I got you.
I hear it. So you need a counterpart that's going to bring out a version of you that is always saying like, I stumped you today. It's that healthy dynamic that when it's not a lot of times going back to Game Changers on TV that we've seen.
But I'm not refuting what you're saying.
Yes, sir.
In theory and in practicality with most people. I'm saying his situation was different because I knew what the industry was going to do to him.
Right.
And what they were going to do to him was what they tried to do to me. And I couldn't let that happen to that brother. I just couldn't. I didn't know him that well, but I'm like, nah, he's a talent. I respect the hell out of him. I respect his work ethic and his accomplishment. I have never heard nor seen of Shannon Sharpe bothering anybody. And I said, I'm not going to let this brother be assed out, unemployed,
In the
off
cold.
television,
Yeah.
in the cold. And I know he got Club Shay Shay, and he's going to do big things with that and all this other stuff. But if you walk off linear television and you don't have a linear television arm at that moment in time, because of how he departed, I thought he could have been squashed. And I said, I'm not letting that happen to him. I said, I don't give a damn what it is. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, I'm 56 years old. I've accomplished a lot, man.
Yes, sir.
At the end of the day, if I don't have people to look at and say, Stephen A. reached back to help me, what have I really accomplished?
No, for sure.
If all I'm doing is accomplishing something for myself, as far as I'm concerned, I'm not really doing shit.
Yeah.
And so for me, it was just, I said I couldn't accept it. And I said, I got him. So I went to the honchos. And I said, I want him. They're like, you sure? I said, yes, I want him. I said, I got Ryan Clark, I got Swagoo, Marcus Spears, I got all of these folks. I said, I'll fit them into the rotation on First Take. Every single person that contributes to the show has been handpicked by me.
No.
I said, I want this man.
Yeah.
Bring him on. And so when you see players come on, like you coming on today.
Yes, sir.
You just come on. Stephen A., can we have Cam Newton? Yes. Stephen A., can
So
you have Ocho Cinco? Yes.
you the gatekeeper. You
I am.
You the dean.
For First Take, yes.
Let me tell you this.
Sure.
And
Now don't get me wrong, there come times
No.
I'm overruled, but for the
No.
most part,
No.
yes.
You the OG,
That's
right?
what they call me.
You the trailblazer, right? But I'll say I have not seen Stephen A. Smith in this dynamic like I've seen him, and I appreciate this Stephen A. today because it's unfiltered.
Right.
You on your own podcast, right? You on your own show.
Yep.
Now we're able to weave through the professional Stephen A. Like now it's like we seeing the New York, the boogie down Bronx.
Here's what I would say to you,
Stephen
though.
A.
Here's what I would say to you, though. If I had to send a message to somebody like yourself
Yes, sir.
and others, I really, really want to hear this. And I don't give a damn what appointment I got. It's too important what I'm about to say. I'm going to stay here to say this.
Don't break it down, bro.
Please understand, if everybody was you, you wouldn't be special. You could rock the hat. You could rock the dreads. You could wear whatever outfit. Cam Newton, bro. You former #1 overall pick, former league MVP. Most people ain't you. Why am I corporate? Because I'm not thinking about me. I'm thinking about us. 99% of the people out there got to go corporate. There's no way around it. You don't have to. Shannon might not have to. There's a whole bunch of people, but 99%, you got producers here. They producers. They ain't just your boys.
Yeah.
You got people that are editors and contributors. They ain't just your boys.
Yes,
they
sir.
got a job to do. And then when you go home, because you Cam Newton and you could do that, they got to go and market and promote your franchise. And they got to do it to corporate. You can talk about the streaming world all you want to, and it's legit. It's still corporate.
Yes, sir.
YouTube is a corporate entity.
Yes, sir.
Netflix is a corporate entity.
Yes, sir.
Hulu, Disney, Amazon, Apple. These are corporate entities. How do I know? Because I've been dealing with them.
Yes, sir.
And so what happens is that when I look at my podcast and stuff, I'm like this. Yeah, that's I'm that brother.
Yeah.
You damn right. But I'm also that brother that knows how to get corporate, because 99% of the people you run across are the ones coming up to me asking for my advice because they knew they couldn't be you.
Yes.
Me saying that, me looking the way that I look is saying, you can be me.
So,
you can be me.
To that point,
Right.
everything you said is the gospel, right?
Okay.
But what I will tell you is this. I say this analogy, and then when you hear it, you will get it.
Sure.
We're living in a new age of how people receive content.
That's true.
I said that.
That's accurate.
And there was an evolution of Cam where I said to myself, the clean cut, the fade, the ball taper, da-da-da-da. At the end of the day, you're still who you are.
That's right.
I don't want to appease to the buckhead no more. I want to appease to the bankhead. And this is why. When you go back to where I'm from, in College Park, when you go back to some of the places in America right now, these kids only see the rappers dressed like this.
Right.
They see these people who have the pull dressed and act like this. So I'm saying, like, hold on. I got sons, I got daughters. And before I sit up here and tell them you can't get that job because your hair too long, you can't get that job because the way you or where you were from, there's the thing that you're saying. You don't have to lose yourself to become corporate. What I'm saying is now corporate is looking different now.
Right.
And we have that ability to impact and empower. So yes, we need Stephen A to be Stephen A, and we also need Cam Newton to be Cam Newton, because when I walk into places, everybody don't get that grace to be able to say, oh, that's Cam, that's just Cam. Well, Cam's the only person. But I'm doing that to be able to tell the little kid, Tay-Tay, OG from the hood, to say like, yo, bro, you don't gotta do that to be that.
Okay, but I have a response to that.
Yes, sir.
That's fair. That ain't even wrong. But I would challenge you on how complete that is. Here's why. You can say that. The same Cam Newton that could say, you don't have to be that in order to be successful in corporate America in this day and age, is the same Cam Newton capable of saying to them, sometimes you gotta modify your game. Sometimes you gotta adjust. Now, brother, I want you to do this, but please know, before I got to this point,
yes, sir,
I did this, this, and that.
Yes, sir.
You can't leave that out.
Yes, sir.
You gotta tell them that.
Yes, sir.
And a lot of times we don't see these brothers reaching back to tell their brothers that part. And what I'm saying is, how are you doing them a service? Because as a dude that's been in corporate America for 30 years, I'm telling you right now, as I've watched the evolution, as I've watched the change, I still see executives who are making the final decisions that look a hell of a lot like the ones that was there 10 years ago, 15 years, 20 years ago. They got somebody in front of them providing cover that might look different. But damn it, the ones that's really making the decisions are the ones that look just like they used to. And they're the ones that saying, okay, well, I got a younger head that look like the modern day individual wants to look, right? Well, he making decisions about thousands of dollars. He's making decisions. I'm gonna give you a few $100,000. I'm gonna give you $500,000.
But who's making millions?
I give you a million, right? But when we talking 9 figures, when we talking billions and stuff, oh no. Those are the same people. And so I'm sitting there like, wait a minute, y'all.
Yeah.
Let's look at this big picture. When I'm talking to these athletes, all this stuff, I say, I don't know what the hell y'all talking to about the media. I ain't got no problem with y'all having y'all voice. I love it. I love it. A matter of fact, I tell Coach, you see me on television. I'm like, I'm right here. Where we at? You want to invite me? I'll come tell you to your face. Ain't nobody hot. Because I'm talking. I want you to know I'm talking to you. I'm not talking to you to engage in condemnation. I'm tipping you off to the world I'm exposed to. I'm like, look, it's there. I'm giving you insight. Because now I'm at a place where, guess what? I don't have to I don't have to maneuver my way through that terrain.
You can be
now I
authentic.
can stomp.
Yeah.
I can come forward because I done it.
Yeah.
So now I'm sitting there, I'm like, yo, this is what they're doing. Do you want it or not? And last point, I never tell somebody whether they're right or wrong according to my definition of what success is for them. If you tell me this is what you want, my judgment for or against you is based on what you said you wanted for you. My perfect example, there's a basketball writer in Chicago. His name is Scoop Jackson.
Okay.
Anybody that knows basketball knows Scoop Jackson.
Yeah.
He's a good brother, man. Love him to death, right? I'm a guy don't mind being suited down. Grew up poor, had 2 outfits, whatever, struggling with my wardrobe. Once I could elevate my
That's
wardrobe.
painted on you right there with the broad shoulders. I see that. I see what you did.
I told Scoop, I said, yo, there's a reason that contributes to me getting paid this money. Because of how I carry myself.
Yeah.
You like your baggy jeans, your hoodie, you don't want to do all that stuff. He said, Stephen A., this is me. This is how I want to be. I gave that brother a pound and a hug. I said, do you? Because he don't care about the money.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what he wanted to be. Now, the other dude want millions. He wanted a $10 million deal. He wanted a $20 million deal, right? And he's like, nah, I don't want to do that. Well, wait a minute. You said that's what you wanted. There's a different ball game.
Yeah.
So putting on a suit instead of wearing jeans and a hoodie ain't selling your soul.
No.
But you said you wanted something.
You got to
and
be
that's where the
aware.
judgment was.
You got to be aware. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, listen. I mean, it was a bunch of here. Hey, help me out, Pig. Let me see what we got. Hey, in the world we say, I'm going to give you your flowers. But in this case, Casa 1910 has provided me with the best in-class cigars. And instead of giving you your flowers, I'm going to give you your cigar.
Man, I'm taking it.
My man.
Don't take it.
Come on down to Fellowship, you know what I'm saying, where, you know, we got an exclusive alleyway for
Let me say
Stephen.
something real quick. Anytime I come to Atlanta, where do I stop?
Fellowship
You
ATL.
understand what I'm saying? I roll by the cigar bar.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
That's number one. Number two, you ever need me, holler.
Thank you.
Always here.
Before you leave here, we
Sure.
gotta end it the right way. Can you follow instructions? You give good instructions, but can you follow instructions?
I'll try.
Here we go.
I'll try, man.
One hand out. And when I say all together, we're gonna say one love. You right?
I'm ready.
Here we go. One finger, one pinky, one thumb, all together.
One love.
Stephen A.
Man, thank you so much, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Stephen A. Smith.